Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, what's up? My name is vianney.strick. Thank you so much for being here. So today I decided to do a different kind of video. We are doing a full-on transformation video. I'm talking we're going to be doing skincare, makeup, and hair for the full transformation to go from looking like this to this. So I really hope that you guys enjoy this video, and if you do, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to join my squad. Let's get into it. It doesn't matter where my hair goes, I'm gonna look rough either way. Alrighty guys, so let's get started. I got this idea because I've seen a lot of people do like 1 hour transformation, 2 hour transformation. And the reason why I felt like I needed this for my soul is because I've been really freaking sick. And today's the first day that I'm off my meds, and I think I needed a little bit of self-loving. Let's get this crazy hair out of the way for now. So I actually wanted to talk to you guys about 2 products that we're going to be using today. I do have a mask and also a moisturizer. So this is from Patchology. And this came together, so I figured I would just tell you guys a little bit about these, even though I'm not using these today, but I do like them. And then we're gonna be using this mask today. So this is actually the Patchology breakout box, which is like those boxes that come with a bunch of little stickers with like medicine to put on blemishes. But I wanted to mention this one to you guys because I think it's really cool. I haven't really seen many of these boxes have so many different uses. I did get these from PR from Patchology. A really big old zit right here. Well, actually I felt it coming, but I actually stopped it before it came, which was just awesome because I had a wedding to go to. So anyways, the reason why I say this has a lot of uses is because instead of just having just like dots for one thing, this has 24 blemish shrinking salicylic acid dots, which is what I use to stop my acne. It also has 24 whitehead absorbing hydrocolloid dots, and it also comes with 3 detoxifying charcoal nose strips. So I feel like this is like all in one. It's really good for traveling, which is actually what I'll be doing this week when I travel, is just bringing this with me. So we'll be doing the Good Fight Clear Skin Sheet Mask. And this is a 10-minute wear time, and it's supposed to remove impurities and inflammation. Obviously, it'd be better if you do this at night, but I just want to look really good today. Hey, Mom.
What are you doing?
I'm actually in the middle of filming a video. Can I call you back?
Say hi to everyone and tell them sorry to interrupt you, okay?
Okay, sounds good. Oh, it's so cold, but it smells so good. Oh my God. I feel like no matter how many times you've done a face mask or how many times you've seen someone do it, it doesn't get any less creepy. You know what I mean? Like, this is like serial killer vibes. Alrighty guys, so I'm gonna leave this on for 10 minutes. I'll probably just go on social media like every other millennial, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, it has been officially 10 minutes. Wow, it's really shiny. Massage, oh my God, this is like the thickest serum ever. Oh man. I kind of wish I would have done this at night. It's okay. I'm doing it for the YouTube, and you're worth it. This is really moisturizing, and it actually works out because I wanted to talk to you about what I'll be using for primer, but it's also skincare, but you'll see why it's perfect. So I will be using this cream right here. I've been trying this all month long, and I have mixed feelings about it. So this is actually the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair BarriAIR cream, and this is the weirdest cream ever. I don't even know if you guys can notice, but it looks like a straight up foam. But once you put it on your skin, it ends up being very thick. But my only problem is that it doesn't moisturize for a very long time. So for me, I don't like using this at night. I prefer this on the daytime. But what I love about it is that it makes my skin look really smooth, almost pore filling. So I've actually been using this not only as moisturizer during the day, but kind of as just like primer. I am on First Aid Beauty's PR, so I did receive this from them. I appreciate it. By the way, a little bit goes a long way, And again, I don't know if you can tell, but it literally looks like foam. So I'm gonna apply it, and I don't know if you can tell, but like from here down, it looks very like matte and smooth compared to like my forehead. I don't know if you guys can tell that, but in person you can definitely tell. See, now it's like my whole face is smooth. I wish that the moisturization, or the hydration I mean, lasted longer. But I do think it's a really beautiful base, and I think that also if you have very oily skin, you're probably gonna love this. So for foundation, we are gonna be using this one. This is the Pure 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie Foundation and Concealer, and I do have the shade TG3. So I actually prefer to use the concealer applicator as a foundation applicator, just because since this is a pump, I just don't really wanna put the foundation anywhere or get my hands dirty. So I just prefer to do this. And I'm going to be using the KOKIE Cosmetics 618 brush to blend it out. So for brows, you guys know the drill. I'm first going to go in with Benefit Give Me Brow in the shade 4.5. And I'm going to fill in my eyebrows with this first. And if you're new here, I do like to let this dry a little bit before going in with pomade and powder. And to fill the rest in, I'll be using the Benefit Brow in the shade 4.5. And also to set it with powder, I'll be using the Benefit Foolproof Brow Powder in the shade 5. Alright, so we're actually going to do the eyes first. So I'm going to prime my eyes with a little bit of Milani concealer, just to set down a base. I don't really know why I applied my foundation first when I usually do my eyes first, but like I said, we're trying to transform because we're a hot mess, so there's gonna be mistakes along the way. Alright, so I did set it with powder, and I'm really excited because we're going to be using some very cool products for the eyeshadow. So I'm going to start out with this beautiful palette. It is by Pixi Beauty, and it is in collaboration with Heart here on YouTube. And I wanted to use actually some of these matte shades to create a crease, because we're going to actually be using something else for the lid color, and it's going to be very exciting. So I'm actually going to start out with the little orange peachy shade in the shade February 4th. Oh. And I'm just going to go back and forth and really smoke that out and blend it out on my crease. I've actually never used Pixi Beauty eyeshadows yet, so I'm really excited to try out the formula. Okay, and now to deepen it up, I'm going to go in with this beautiful shade. It is, I don't even know how to describe it. It is like a burnt orange pink shade. So I'm actually just going to put this on a smaller brush and put it under the crease to really define it. And I'm also going to put it from inner to outer corner. Okay, it's not really showing up. So I'm going to mix it with this dark one because I really want to define my eye. Okay, so these were not my favorite. It took a lot to build up the intensity, which also created a lot of fallout. And Pixi Beauty is not necessarily inexpensive for the drugstore, so it's kind of, it's a little underwhelming, which kind of sucks. But I will say their shimmers are actually really pretty, but I'm going to be using a different product for the lid that I think you guys are going to love. So like I mentioned before in a past video, I will be working with Deck of Scarlet a couple times this year because we are working on something else coming up. So they're not sponsoring obviously this whole video, but they are sponsoring this part of the video because I wanted to show you guys a really cool kit that they just came out with. So like I said, I have talked about Deck of Scarlet before, but if you're new, they are a beauty subscription service that you can get every month. So sometimes you do get palettes or different kits, but this month they actually came out with a kit that is called, the Celestial Nights Kit. So it actually includes a couple products that I will be showing you guys on my face right now. So this month actually has 3 products. So the first one is a gold leaf eyeshadow. This actually can be worn as eyeshadow or lipstick. It does have jojoba oil and shea butter for hydration and nourishment, and it is extremely pigmented, and it actually lasts a really long time. Once you put it on and it dries, it doesn't go anywhere, and it's really cool because it's a very, very intense shade. And then we have the Moonbeam highlighter, which has 2 different shades. It is actually like a very metallic sheen, and it does blend really nicely on the skin, and it doesn't leave like lines of demarcation. It has 2 really beautiful shades. One is like more of a gold to white shade, and the other one really reflects a lot of like green pigment. So they're very fun shades. And the last product is a dual-ended lip stain and glaze. This is a tint that is a really highly pigmented tint that doesn't dry your lips, and it is a very beautiful like plum shade. The glaze is a really beautiful bronze shade. It's not sticky at all, and then you can put it on your lips on top to add like a very beautiful multi-dimensional effect, and it does stay throughout the day. You can get that whole kit or the other kits or palettes for $29.95, which is less than like one thing at Sephora. And I actually have a coupon for you for 30% off your first box, so I will leave it in my description box down below if you are interested. So I will be showing you guys these products on my face as the makeup tutorial goes, but first let's use the gold leaf eyeshadow. You know what, I'm not going to talk about it, I'm just going to show you. It literally does look like gold leaf, which is just so cool, and I think it is perfect for holidays, for the fall. So I'm going to start applying this, and let me tell you guys, when I tell you that it sets and it doesn't move, it really doesn't. So normally you would prefer to use your fingers with this, but since this is such a creamy formula, you don't necessarily need to. So I'm mainly putting this shade in the middle and spreading it out a little bit more, but I will be going back with the Pixi eyeshadow palette to deepen out the inner and outer corner with the dark purple shade. I ended up doing a very thin line of liquid eyeliner from the Wet n Wild Mega Liner, and I also ended up using the new Karity reusable 3D foam mink lashes in the style Sim. I really like these lashes. I feel like they added drama, but not so much to where they cover up all the work that we did. So we're gonna speed this up because I feel like this video is gonna be forever, and this is definitely not a 1-hour transformation, more like a 2-hour transformation. So for concealer, I'll be using the Milani Conceal and Perfect Longwear Concealer in the shade 130 Light Beige. And to set my concealer, as usual, I will be using the Hailey's Beauty Loose Powder. So I didn't set anywhere else because we will be doing some cream contouring. I don't know if you guys have seen the last videos where I tried using the Kevyn Aucoin Ball Foundation, but I actually got these in PR and I ended up really liking it, except the shade was way, way too light for me. So they were kind enough to send me darker shades. They sent me 3 shades that were darker, and the one that was more my shade was just way, way too red tone. So unfortunately, I don't have my perfect shade in the range, but I didn't want to be wasteful, and I wanted to use the shade Medium FB11 as cream contour. This is a balm. It's not super thick and heavy, so I'm really excited to try this out. I will be using an e.l.f. stipple brush, and I'm just going to start cream contouring and a little bit of bronzing because this is a pretty warm shade. To set that and bronze the face a little bit more, I will be using the Hoola Caramel Bronzer. I'll be using my tried and true. This is like my go-to blush for everything. This is Becca in Snapdragon. Alright, and for highlighter, of course, I'll be using the Deck of Scarlet Moonbeam highlighter, and I will be using the white gold shade, which is called Astral. I am going to go in with a light hand because it is very pigmented and very blinding. I'm going in with the absolute lightest hand, but I feel like the color that I wanted to show you guys, the duochrome, you can definitely tell more on my face and on my hand. This is actually a really, really beautiful highlight. It looks very ethereal, and I absolutely love it. I know that this looks really scary because it literally looks white and green, but it does not translate like that on the face. It actually gives you a really beautiful golden glow. So for the lower lash line, per usual, I'm just going to take the darkest purple shade and line my eyes with it and then buff it out with the crease shade, which was a more peachy orange shade. Alrighty guys, so I'm quickly going to set my face with some Morphe setting spray. And for lips, I'm going to show you Deck of Scarlet Lip Stain Duo. So I'm going to line my lips first, even though I've already tried this without a lip liner and you can line it with this, but I don't want it to be too intense. So I'm going to line my lips first and then fill it in. I'm first going to line my lips with the Melissa Michelle X Ulta Matte Lip Liner in the shade Spicy. And now I'm going to go in with the lip stain. Okay, so this is how it looks by itself. And now I'm going to use the glaze. I was actually going to show you guys a nude option, but I think that this actually looks really cool because it kind of mimics my eyes. I have those purple tones, and of course, like I said, the lip glaze has like very bronzy gold flecks of glitter, so I think that it matches really well. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. And lastly, let me do my hair to fulfill this transformation so that I finally look good again. Alrighty, so my hair is like 99% dry. So this is what it looks like. Usually I can kind of mess with this and make it look cute, but today I'm going to go out, so I want to make it look a little bit more put together. So first I will get it a little bit damp and of course protect it with some BioSilk Heat Therapy Thermal Shield Spray Protector. What? That was weird. So the cool thing about this is that not only is this going to get my hair a little bit damp, which is going to be a little bit easier to style, but of course it's also going to protect my hair from the heat. So I will take a scrunchie and I'm going to put up like about half of my hair up. This is like a third because I like to work in like just two sections, the bottom and the top. So I will put this up here, and today we will be using my favorite hair styling tool. It's the Revlon One Step Dryer, One Step Styler, I believe. I will link this down below. It is awesome, and it is like a hair dryer and a brush, like a round brush. So what I'm gonna do is just take my hair in sections, and I'm just gonna start blow drying it so that it straightens it a little bit, and at the end I do like to twist it to get a little bit of that curl. So I'm actually gonna mute this, put some music on, speed it up, and show you guys what I do.
Oh, you make me wanna talk back to you. Say it like that. If I hate you, then find someone new. Baby, but you know I never will. No, so I choke you down just like a pill.
So for the top layers, since this is what's actually going to be showing the most, I do like to take my time and do smaller sections. And as you guys will see, I'm actually going to really like dry the sides of my hair to the opposite of my part, and I'm actually going to let them dry there while I finish up the rest of the hair, so that way when I flip it over I get a lot of volume, and that's how I usually get the volume on my parting and also on the back of my hair.
Choke you down just like a pill.
Alright, so I'm going to take off the scrunchie, and since my hair is now pretty much cooled down on this side, Then I like to flip it over, and this is, again, how I get that volume. See how, like, I know that this hair is not perfect, but see how much, like, how easy this tool is? It really is a lifesaver. This, believe it or not, is like my lazy way of doing my hair, because it's like, it's just so quick. Okay guys, so this is the end of the video. What a journey it has been. Thank you so much for sticking through this whole video with me. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I know it was a little bit different. I'm trying to spice up the content, so I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. Thanks again, Deck of Scarlet, for sponsoring part of this video. Again, check my description box if you want a code for 30% off your first purchase. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in my next video.